because it's such a complicated time period, and because of this, I think sort of the ideological baggage, if you like, of Soviet education and certain practices which persisted into the 1990s. Obviously, this treaty of Brest-Litovsk was seen sort of standard Soviet, both Russian and Ukrainian language historiography was that this was sort of the Ukrainian People's Republic was a sort of bourgeois puppet state of the German imperialism, if you like. So it's looked down upon. In many ways, this interpretation persists. In Russian language scholarship, there's a fairly recent book, 2007, by a Russian historian, Irina Mikhutina, written and published in Moscow in Russian, on the Ukrainian Brest peace, where she says basically her conclusion is that this was a stab in the back for Russia for some reason. Even though the focus is supposed to be the Ukrainian peace treaty, the conclusion is that, the Central Rada stabbed the Russians in the back by signing a separate peace. So again, it's very controversial in both Russia and Ukraine. I think because there's so much going on, there's such a rich period of Ukrainian history, the Ukrainian Revolution, in particular between 1917 and 1921-22. There's been an explosion in recent years, since 2009 at least, of studies of the Ukrainian Revolution in Ukrainian now coming out by Solotenko, by Heinishnik, and by others as well. I think one thing that is certainly missing, and that includes in English as well, I was looking for sort of, if you like, a synthesis, an English language monograph of most recent studies, as on the state of the field of the study of the Ukrainian Revolution. There's nothing recent published in English. So I think a future project that I would like to do is to write such a book in English that incorporates the most recent Ukrainian language historiography with my own interpretation. But it would be a massive project. Ukrainian history in general and early 20th century Ukrainian history is so rich in a lot of different things. And because of the nature of this, I recently gave a paper at a conference in Warsaw last November on the Habsburg mobilization of ethnicity and the Ukrainian question during the First World War. That's coming out next year in an edited volume, sort of. Because there's so many different ways of approaching the study of Ukrainian history. You can do it from the grassroots level. You can do it from the perspective of the imperial establishments, whether in Vienna or in Petrograd, especially during the period of the First World War. We can do it from the perspective of regional elites, for example, the Ukrainian Uniate or Catholic Church in the metropolitan of Lviv, in particular, Andrey Sheptytsky, a very important figure during this entire period. He was metropolitan, meaning head of the Uniate Church from 1901 until 1944. So again, a fascinating figure is that one is almost spoiled in having, being able to approach the study of Ukrainian history during this period from a number of perspectives.